Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Okay, this is a menage, right?
It has to be. I think this is mine, but I don't know.
Look, it was mine, and I said, 18 days into Ramadan, and I've never wanted to drink more than looking at these guys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I just made me want to go, just hang out, sit right next to my man on the floor there.
Crack a brew. 5 simple words.
So this
Dirty
was
Mike and the boys.
And the boys, yep.
This was confusing, though.
Why?
Because of all the camo.
What do you mean?
I thought they were soldiers. I'm with you, Maze. They're not.
Like the Marines are the ones on the bikes.
Guys,
that roll
they're unhoused.
They wear what they can get.
This should have been a tell because these are all the clothes of the Marines and the soldiers that they kidnapped to turn into ninjas.
But they don't wear fatigues like that in the Marines, right?
They used to.
Wild Bill does have
maybe they used to,
camo pants.
The 80s.
Which we'll get to shortly.
Well, maybe the costume department wasn't quite.
Yeah.
On point. Maybe they got sacked.
The guy got sacked, yeah.
Yeah. This black guy's ass off, by the way. This guy in front, he's like, incredible.
Yeah.
The one sitting on the bench is as greasy as it gets.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's a bench. I thought he was on the ground.
I thought he was on the ground too.
That's what made me think he was unhoused.
I mean, you know that guy, that bodybuilder who is always like the guy in the problematic videos where they're playing "Baby Don't Hurt Me" and they've got the sayings. That guy in the back was that guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All right, this is mine. The dude is starting to put his Dirty Mike is starting to put his hand up. My man Blue over here is already getting punched in the face.
Yeah,
you want to talk about it's just so off beat and off rhythm. I'm like, hey,
do we think a maximum of 2 takes for each punch on any fight scene?
How bad was the second take?
A maximum of 2. I'm saying. I'm not saying they got 2 on all of them, but I mean it's so this is really the worst fight choreography.
Yeah, I would say
material?
Unless they ran out of film,
it looks like Scrubs,
was one take.
Right? Are you talking about his pants?
Yeah, what material is?
It looks like nurse work scrubs.
It looks like terry cloth a little bit.
Oh, maybe.
You know, like how it changes color a little bit depending on how you brush it.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, Sam.
There it is. Well, all right then, Dodge. What else we got? Okay. I laughed so hard, and I gave him an ass off for this. Folded up like laundry. Look at that.
Oh my god!
It's like, in Family Guy, whenever anyone gets hit by a car or anything,
yeah,
they lie prone. Like it looks exactly like that. Only it's usually face down.
Are his eyes open?
Yeah, he's staring right at us.
He is ass off. This fucking kid.
Far out, dude.
You thought that was a girl?
Pinball machine.
I thought it was a chick, man.
Was this yours or is this mine? I thought mine was closer.
That's
yours was closer, but
okay.
I just used the one because he's very conspicuous.
Yeah, that's true. He might be an American Ninja.
Now, did they care that they could see him?
No. It's a kid.
No, they don't.
Who cares?
Yeah, some dumb kid who's going to believe him.
Selling seltzers.
Don't give a shit.
He didn't describe it as ninja. He's like giants in black costumes, black suits.
So any adult, Toto?
Yeah. What do you mean giants? To be fair, more accurate than calling them ninjas.
Yeah, well, yeah. Also true.
Wait, no, that cannot be the right order.
Is there another thing in between?
No, that's it.
That's it, man.
No, I had something before this.
Something before they got to the beach?
Yeah.
So they're in the office with Goose?
No, I had them when they were in the car.
Oh, I had some stuff in the car too. Yeah, them showing up in the airport.
Really. That's fine. I mean, whatever. We could go out of order.
So this is right there in the background. You see the plot lift off. I laughed maniacally. It's also, Maze pointed this out. It's not just that; it's the way they come out. It's not a sprint.
They spread out after this. Yeah,
it's a little trot.
It's a little trot. Little bouncy trot.
Like the horses at the Olympics, not the ones that are jumping over the steeples or whatever. But the one that's
dressage.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah. There you go. Yep.
Prancing.
Yeah.
Prancing out from behind this rock.
Yeah. Well, that's how super ninjas go.
What is he doing?
Let's jump back in time to the arrival at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Look at these two charming gentlemen.
These guys, this is
great mustache.
This is a buddy cop right here. It's an incredible mustache. He has such like an odd, well, I guess they both do. They both have just such oddly shaped heads in the fact that their chins go down at such a diagonal angle. In such a severe way. Yeah. In such a severe way. And they both go that way. Steve James just has a bigger head, so it's more pronounced.
Yep.
But they both have that. It's not a jawline that's just like straight across and chiseled. They both go downward.
Great mustache.
Amazing mustache.
Oh,
I'm tingling again.
You got to say it like Al Pacino in Two for the Money. I'm tingling again.
I'm tingling again. This is so
chick
horny.
Walking by had a great ass.
I think the one I sent you, Maze, is him turning around and seeing the girls and...
Oh, you mean this one?
There it is. Laughing maniacally. There it is.
It's literally like a split second later.
Seconds later.
And Dudakov's loving it, man. Both shots. He's loving it.
Well,
do you think he's loving the girls or he's loving Steve James's enthusiasm?
I think he's happy to be hanging out with Steve James.
Yeah, man.
I don't think this is a character thing. I think this Dudikoff just is happy to be working.
They also made a movie together called Avenging Force.
Yeah.
They
Might
sure
have to
did.
do it.
It's a Furstenberg movie, right? Or no, Brad Leslie wrote it. One of the two?
No, Furstenberg. Definitely.
Furstenberg.
The whole gang got back together for Avenging Force.
I bet it's great. I mean, come on.
Okay,
this is young Frank Dukes. This is
no
the blank look in his eyes. He's kind of cross-eyed. Come on.
Yeah, but Toto's on top of shit.
Put a fucking New York Giants hat on top of him, or San Francisco Giants hat,
dude, or any Giants hat.
Any Giants hat.
Toto's on top of shit though, man. Like young Frank Dukes is.
Wait,
in his
hold on a
world.
second. Hold on a second. But let's examine this a little bit more. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He describes the ninjas as giants. Young Frank Dukes is obsessed with the Giants of any sport.
Giants.
Yeah.
Is young Frank Dukes parallel universe?
I think so.
Or is it a backstory, hat? Right?
What is this hat? Are those safari flaps on there?
It looks like something from the Civil War.
It's a classic St. Simon hat.
St. Simon Civil War?
That's true. Yep. 1982.
I can't believe you guys didn't, in all your pictures, have this going on.
Goose,
I figured you guys were going to hammer this.
Introduction to Wild Bill. Look at that fucking football, man.
It's been in the sun.
Been in the sun?
It's been in the beach.
He is doing way too much. You see
you're
the threads
out
on the
mind.
sleeves getting ripped off. I just mean the outfit.
Mace, he's not supposed to look like a Marine. He looks like
his
a
job is beach. I get it. He's ready to go be military Barbie.
Yeah, I love the idea of ripping sleeves off a Hawaiian shirt.
It's fun.
That's a great move. No, I'm going to though.
Let's do it for May's wedding. Let's show up in matching.
Perfect. That's what we're going to wear at May's wedding?
Yeah, no sleeves.
It's not Hawaii. It's at the Freedom Tower.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, did that make the... When did we say that?
Oh, wait, that's Billy Gill? Ryan McDonough? Who is that?
This is
not
the guy.
Michael
This is Michael Dudikoff walking out of the office. That's Michael Dudikoff.
That's not
That's
Michael.
the guy
At the camera.
He breaks the fourth wall. He just stares right into the camera. He's somehow a worse actor than Michael Dudikoff.
Is his coat made out of denim? What is that material?
Like burlap or something. I don't know what that is.
Also, Goose is in the background. He's flabbergasted by all this. Like,
Does Goose have a marathon runner number on his shirt?
No, it says lifeguard.
Oh, okay.
But it's covered, so it says cuck. All you can
Why
see cuck
is
on
this not Michael Dudikoff walking out of this scene?
So it's in the trivia.
Okay. You thought he had an oral fixation. He's just nervous. He's biting his nails.
He's licking his finger because he's about to go up
licking
inside some booty
anything.
holes. Yes, he is. He's sassy.
No, he's just terrible at.
He's just terrible at conveying nervousness.
Look suspicious. It's such a clusterfuck because it's like he's trying to act suspicious, but also trying not to act suspicious, but he's doing something suspicious by biting his fingernails. And then that's when we should have gotten the ninja plot liftoff. But instead, we're going to get the ninjas pulling themselves up the rock.
That's the least
teamwork.
That's the least impressive part.
I know, but I couldn't get a good picture of the human centipede ladder where they're leapfrogging each other.
You guys just got to go to Tubi and watch this movie.
Well, okay, clip the video for Instagram.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that are video clips, like throwing the ninja into the pile of other ninjas.
The whole fucking movie.
A 1.5 hour Instagram note.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Cuck Ninja.
What's up? How you doing?
Why is he there?
This gives you a good look at his body glove.
Why is he cooking up there? There's a Family Guy episode where Stewie's on the roof. He's like, what? Someone's telling Lois what a bad mother she is. Your infant child's on the roof. And it's like, what? And she looks up and like, Stewie's up there like, hey, bitch.
Because I can.
Oh, yeah. He's about to flip him over.
What's happening? I can't even tell you what happens next.
He drops down on him, and then they do this for a minute, and then I think he throws him backwards.
Flip him?
He doesn't flip him.
Okay.
Starts grinding on him, Zach.
Why wouldn't he flip him?
I don't know.
Because grinding on him, you can feel everything.
Oh.
His shirt's off. Because it has to be.
It better be.
Wristband with the wristbands, but we didn't mention he's got.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's
see
for water
if you guys
skiing.
can spot what's wrong with this next one.
Wait a second. Hold on. Is that an arrow in his hand?
Yeah,
and then an arrow in his other hand?
Yeah.
So he had another arrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the
Why didn't he shoot it?
Because that's not what I want you to look at here.
To stabilize the balance. What, there's more?
There's a sword in his stomach, and he hasn't reacted to it yet because they just cut to him.
There is the handles right there.
This is the sword that Dudikoff threw at him. They cut to him, and it's already in his stomach.
Yeah. Well, he threw it so fast.
So fucking quick. This weird ass phone.
Well, it's St. Simon. That's St. Simon.
Phones.
Pac Bell. Yeah.
So big.
It's massive.
So 20 CB. Plus the rotary at the top.
Rotary.
Yeah. At the top there.
This is technology, man.
And those are the three numbers you can call on the island.
Yeah. The movie we were talking about where Fingers is working the rotary.
We talked about the nipples working the rotary on
nipples.
Out for Justice, right? Was it Out for Justice?
Yeah, Out for Justice, yeah.
Gino Felino.
Denim.
Denim. But also, you ever see someone who you know is supposed to be dressed cool, but just exudes insecurity?
Mm-hmm.
Like right here, he stepped off the bike.
Well,
like,
he doesn't exude insecurity. He just exudes bingo-ness.
I think this is one of the rare times where he was very self-aware and like latent confidence.
I mean, I promise you, this man has never been self-aware in his life. And I don't mean in a cocky way.
You can take out the self. He's never been aware.
We watched 2 movies of him acting.
Awareness at 0.
The first one, they didn't even let him talk. He was so unaware.
Rolling up to the old Blind Beggar Bar.
There's a lot of prostitutes.
Crawling with hooks. And they're all methed out. Look at them. The one over here is leaning against the pole. She stared at him for so long, I thought she was going to be a part of the story.
Well, I mean,
thought she's going to be like, I have something to tell you.
Yeah. You know, this is the biggest drug empire in the world. Of course they're messed out. Well, they're heroin out.
A pure heroin. Yes, they all make sense the way they're acting.
My favorite was the one. Fashion in this movie did not give you
87.
any indication of where we were.
87.
The woman in the back, she's constantly
That's a fortune teller.
It's a fortune teller?
I thought she was another hook.
I thought she had cancer.
But she was an older hook, and she was like trying to beg him for free.
I thought she was in chemo.
I'll give you the special.
No, that's not the daughter's mom.
Oh,
that
wow. Too soon.
Fortune teller. Why is it too soon?
We just lost her.
We did the whole episode. How is it too soon?
Disrespectful.
You guys want to head on over to the soup kitchen?
Take a fucking shower one day a week.
Fuck it.
1 day a week.
Why bother?
Just fall into the ocean.
Look at this guy. Jump in the ocean. There's something.
Just jump in the ocean, fully clothed,
Look at the guy
walk
on the right.
out. Look at all of them. They're all filthy. I can smell them. Yes. This is a photograph from 1987. I can smell them right now.
Absolutely.
Give him a pack of cigarettes from 7-Eleven, you know?
Mm-hmm. This fucking jump kick. Okay. All right.
Ass off to the guy on the left.
Absolutely. Dirty Mike is worried about this falling through the door here because he knows he's got one take at this. They only had one door. The jump kick is great. Yeah. Great height on that, coming over that railing. Mm-hmm. And then the guy on the left is so ass off. I might give it to him for the. I mean, if he had one more scene.
Do you know what he looks like? He looks like Ed when he comes up to the window and he sees Matt LeBlanc pitching.
He starts chittering?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Okay, Steve James, you got yourself a horse race. Sorry, buddy.
Dirty Mike is shitting his pants. Also.
Dirty Mike's so worried. He's so worried he's going to fuck this up.
This is another video clip.
Absolutely.
There's not really a good picture of him falling through the two doors, but it's so good.
They did not mean to break that second door, I promise you.
You guys both had a variation on this one.
I would love to know what Amin's reason was because I got mine.
My reason is that his hand is so fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's like Kawhi Leonard. Then it reminded me of Krampus, and I said, what if Steve James slapped you? I'd rather he punched me than slap me, because if he slapped me, good Lord.
My reason is I said, this is what Amin thinks he looks like when he's nobodying. This is the comfort he thinks he's giving, the help he thinks he's giving when he's nobodying somebody. He also thinks he's being helpful.
Look at 50 Cent's hairline.
That's an M.
It's impressive.
For American Ninja. Also, this is the office of a captain in the U.S. Marines, right?
Nothing but water sports.
This is the commanding officer while they're on the island, the St. Simon.
All over the place. Boats. It's an aquatic theme.
What do you think Dudikoff is going for here?
You think he's going for the
He's going for, I'm Michael Dudikoff, and somebody told me I look like James Dean once. That's what this is. That's all he does.
We've got James Dean
still had
home.
a very large shadow over the industry in 1987.
His middle finger is the size of a dick. Look at it. Shit is massive.
Yeah, it's huge. He's got. I mean, his index finger's huge too.
But that middle finger, look at it's like I'm looking at my fingers. Size. My middle finger is longer, obviously, than my other fingers, but it's the same width as all my fingers. Look at his middle finger. Yeah. That shit is fucking humongous. It's girthy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's like Andre the Giant.
Zach, I know you picked this one just for the caption, so I'll give you a pass.
What do you mean? Yeah. This is really beginning to get on my tits. Absolutely. Why do I need a pass? Sometimes it's just about the caption.
You don't need to look at this photograph. There's nothing about the photograph that's complimenting the caption.
Well, there is.
Well, it's going to hit our group chat a lot. So, yes, also, I do.
Oh, yeah, I think it will.
I think I'm going to need this one.
Yeah, I think this is really getting on my tits.
What about like this artwork in the back? What is that, a race?
It's like a boat race, like a sailboat race. Or windsurfing, yeah.
This is definitely how you tell everybody that you're not unhinged.
Yeah, no, she's
eyes exploding out of your face.
I get it.
Zach popped right here.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I can work with that.
Wow.
One little eye, one big eye, mouth wide open, bad teeth, hair is
crazy
awful.
As fuck. Absolutely.
By the way, I love that
big hoop earrings, giant hoop earrings. You kidding me?
I had a buddy of mine who once told me if your girl has big hoop earrings, that means she's working.
The bigger the hoops, the crazier the girl.
Well, why was her hair not like it was in the at the end of the movie?
It's super straight at the end. She straightened her hair.
Yeah. I thought it was a different person.
I didn't recognize her for. Yeah, same note too.
I don't know. I don't know when she had time to change her hair. I don't know how long it's been. I was very confused with the final scene.
It was probably right before the funeral. right?
Enough time for him to go out and get a Swiss Army knife and for her to get her hair done.
Does she think her dad died or that he abandoned her?
He went to Salamanca.
Does she think she's an orphan or he's in Salamanca?
Jerking it off.
What?
Okay. I get it. We're on a budget. We can't get clothes that fit the actors. Can we get actors that fit the clothes at least?
No.
I
mean, you've got them looking for actors?
Just find someone.
They're looking for bodies.
A body that fits. Look at the one on the left. This looks like Big. This looks like Tom Hanks at the end of Big. Swimming in these clothes. It looks like Stephen Baldwin and fucking Fled.
Oh, come on. He had so many layers on. Don't do that to him.
Okay, more layers, but the clothes didn't fit. Massive clothes.
Or they're Lawrence Fishburne's.
Let's go back to the Blind Beggar.
Oh. I don't think this is me.
This is me.
Okay. Oh, I see why.
Just a question. Because Christ. Sometimes
you're having an episode, man.
I'm just a question. Am I to read anything into shirt tied above the midriff?
Of course you are.
Okay.
Of course.
I didn't know if that was maybe a stylistic decision.
You knew exactly what that was.
No, that's St. Simon, man. Like, it's a little different. They got a little different stuff, a little different flows and cultures and vibes. Also, what's happening in the background there? My man has been carrying that denim jacket over his shoulder the entire movie.
Are those Dudikov's clothes from the previous scene?
Yes.
Of course. They got to recycle.
Yeah, he found them. Finders keepers. You could see the flame retardant chemicals. That's all that white stuff on his. Like that's a black ninja outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't even make the chemicals look even somewhat hidden.
Not worth it.
It's just doused in it.
It really added to the scene, though. Him being on fire.
For sure.
Despite us not seeing him.
Because they were also gone at that point. They had run away.
Mm-hmm.
It was necessary.
This was ninja number 5, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
He's got the little, what's that? It's called a C or a Psy or whatever that's on the ground in front of him.
Yep. The Psy.
Yeah.
Josai.
Oh. Psy Ujiri.
Oh. One eye. Who has 2 eyes?
Careful.
I see it.
Careful.
Now,
well, he's not
I didn't
talking,
go back
so
and look, but when he takes his mask off at the beginning, I didn't see the scar.
Oh, no, it's there. It's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
How'd you know it was there, Zach?
Because they just pause on his face for a long time.
They lingered forever.
Yeah. The guy with the cigar here.
Yeah, cigar.
In the corner of his left eye.
He definitely thought he was in Scar.
Sigourney Weaver.
I did not. I would have never picked up on that. I could never have put myself in that bingo mindset.
Yeah, well, thankfully we have this podcast, so he could get you there.
Like, I can get to a pretty low bingo mindset, but not that far. Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
That up there, the right, is where the grappling hook is.
Where the circle is, the top of the circle of the line is the grappling hook.
World champ. You guys
That's
have not
never getting
played,
there. That's never getting there.
You've never seen him on a Beirut table.
I mean,
it was
fucking cornhole.
This so is unnecessary.
This is a bigger continuity error than the guy who is all of a sudden Michael Dudikoff looking right at the camera.
Yeah, it's so much easier. Have him throw it and then cut before you see how bad the throw was. That's all you got to do.
Then it'd be less than 90 minutes.
Yeah, they had to get to 90.
Well, you could have added some more interpretive dancing later.
That's true. That's a good point. That's Mark Davis.
Who's that in the back? What's that?
Yeah, I thought this was for the guys in the background.
I didn't even notice that.
Who farted? That's what that is.
The lion.
Somebody cut one.
Clearly. It was genetically engineered.
He looked like Joe Peoples taking a dump. That one little splash.
Says while he's looking around, like
he's proud. The governor is like, I guess. Also, Mike Ryan all the way on the right there.
What's that sunglasses, dude? The sunglasses?
That's Mike Ryan.
Can we zoom in on that?
Look at the guy behind Inspector Singh.
Well, look at Inspector Singh. He is not enjoying this demonstration.
So here's who this presentation is for, okay? The governor, the professor, the inspector, all on the payroll.
One Eye also.
One Eye, his lieutenant.
Who's that guy with the mustache to his left?
The 3 guys in the back, or the 4 guys in the back, I have to assume are just low-level goons.
They just got to be guards,
Zoom in on One Eye and the 2 people behind him.
Yeah.
I want to see something.
And then this dude with the stash.
The other guy, this is a child right here.
That dude with that's a crazy stash.
It's a great stash.
Anything, he's doing this presentation for the dude with the shades and the mustache, and then the dude with the other mustache.
Guys, this would be like anything. This would be like if Maze made us listen to an episode of Cinephobe with us. Like,
and then
all right, listen with me.
And then started killing episodes of Cinephobe. I don't even know. Like, what's the point?
Started deleting them off the server.
Yeah.
You guys are missing it. There are 3 teenagers in this scene. The one behind One Eye, the one behind the governor, the one behind... Those are all teenagers. Those aren't adults.
It's the most confusing part of this movie, which is pretty confusing. But why is he doing this endless demonstration?
That's a great question.
Lots of heroin, that's why.
Okay, this is me. He got so much air here trying to jump over this sword swipe. This is to show athleticism.
Yeah.
This is to show what a badass he is in the demonstration.
Also shows that the guys in the back are very disciplined.
It's a very look what I can do. Like, this is Stewie, Mad TV.
Also, this guy swings early. He jumps late.
Yeah, super late.
It's super not late. Even close.
No. And you got 5 feet of air there.
Oh my God, man. The long snapping. The long snapping of a sword.
I mean, look, man. You know
is this the one I said or the one you said? Is this yours? Okay.
You know how many NFL seasons are dashed? Because I remember the Giants lost. Remember the Giants lost to the Niners?
Yeah,
in the playoffs?
Of course. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, because they didn't have this guy.
CT5 long snappers to me.
Yep.
What's great is he also in this moment caught the sword with his crotch before he long snapped it back.
Yep.
How?
And then it's pretty hard to see the sword in here.
It is. I tried to zoom in. So the sword is just that little blur.
He's caught it. It's by his neck.
He's caught it. But that is a child who has never played football before trying to catch a football in the yard.
It's a child who's caught lots of footballs before, but then you throw a sword at him.
Hold on. The red ninja on the left is doing I've been standing here for too long, so now I'm leaning my body weight onto one leg.
Just kind of get a little different here, yeah.
Is Tojo Ken the Scarface ninja, is he genetically engineered?
That's a good question. He has to be.
If he's not, then that bodes even worse for these ninjas.
Yeah.
Super ninjas. There it is. That's it. No notes. That's it right there. Oh. Why?
And apparently for the second time, because this is recycled footage.
What? He's got shorts on. Why can't he have shorts on? Why does he have to have a loincloth?
I'm seeing way too much of this kid's ass.
Why is this guy's shorts rolled up like that?
Why can we see side cheek with this child? What's happening?
Take a picture of
with that caption?
Look at
with that caption? Look, I couldn't get a good shot of these things. Look at the size of these knives.
He pulled them out of his ass.
He pulled them out from behind him. He's shirtless with a leather vest. There's no holster. That is a loose leather vest.
To fight 4 ninjas when he had a gun on him.
What, he had a gun, full ammo?
A gun. He never used it. He just used it to hit people.
Right. Those are massive.
Also, this place is decorated like a high school, like a 1980s high school.
I thought it looked like the lobby of like an LA dental office.
Yeah, Feliz Navidad High School.
Mm-hmm.
Navidad.
Dad.
A little bit of a struggle here.
Yeah. So this right here, they're fighting, and they fight so long that they end up back to back in the middle of a fight. And it reminded me of the next photograph that I sent Maze, which is from Pootie Tang, where Pootie and Dirty D have the face off in the middle of the street, and they get closer and closer and closer. And then at one point, they're back to back.
All right, I gotta admit, I was really confused why you sent me a photo of Pootie Tang in the middle of all these American Ninja 2 photos.
They're fighting, and like they're fighting to the point where like they're back to back and like, wait, how did we get here? Which is what Dirty D says, like, what the fuck? Like, as he realizes he's moved from getting closer to Pootie to now back to back. Did you not load the picture up? You just decided?
No, because I was like, why is Pootie Tang here?
I thought it was obvious because they were back to back. Like
Pluto TV.
Hey, man. Oh,
good for him.
He's phenomenal. Good for him. She's phenomenal. This guy still couldn't be bothered to get into uniform.
And the left? Yeah, no. Well, he can't look like a Marine.
Well, what about these guys on the right?
They're shipping off.
Oh, when you're leaving, you get dressed. When you're here, your family. Got it.
Right.
She's awesome. She's CT5.
Yeah. Why?
Okay.
What, are you taking that child with you?
Was this a menage? I know you mentioned it.
No,
in the episodes,
I knew you guys were going to send it, so I didn't.
This part.
Amin sent it. To be clear, Amin sent it
because this was puzzling. Why is he abducting a child?
It's absolutely puzzling.
Even the child looking up like, what's happening? And he's got that little smile on his face as he's looking over his shoulder, like, yeah, that's right. This one's coming with me.
Is this like an Angelina Jolie situation? He's taking this kid to America? What's happening?
Well, maybe.
Is that what Angelina Jolie did?
She took a bunch of kids to America.
Like this?
So did Ghislaine Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
She took a bunch of kids to America, too.
Thanks for watching. This is another great look at this photograph.
Thanks for watching this.